Hello, Internet dwellers, and welcome back to Bit by Block, the show where we recreate movie sets and locations from, well, famous movies, I guess, in Minecraft, and then in the future, film and cinema. I'm your host, Jeff Bell. Well, your host? That's weird sounding. I'm not your host. I'm here. Anyways, welcome back to this series. This is part 2 of the series where we are currently building the clock tower from Back to the Future. So in the end of the last episode, I had a little problem where I could not build any higher than this row right here. It was kind of coincidental that it actually pretty much ended right here. That problem has been fixed. As you'll notice, all those trees that I was questioning about are gone. It's actually because when I created the flat world, I was thinking like, oh, well, maybe I'll need to put a basement in for something. So I created the flat world with a 75 block or 100, I don't know, something like that, like 125 block thickness to it. So we were actually, after having built this many bricks up, this actually was the top of the map. I could not build any higher. So that has been taken care of. I did use the magic wand tool to save the model that we had been building in the previous episode out as a schematic and then reloaded it back into a brand new flat world because, frankly, I was a little bit too lazy and did not want to have to rebuild this. So, yes. So here we are. We are back to where we're going. I have disabled the magic wand. As you can see, they are still floating here. I don't think... Yep, those don't do squat. So that's good. We're just going to go way over here and just, blah, and then, blah, there we go. I don't need those things anymore. I have disabled the magic wand tool because I don't, for the most part, want to be using it for this build. I want to keep it as just actually building it from scratch by hand. So, having said all of that, let us get back to our building. I am actually recording this episode a couple days after the last episode, so I don't... Oops, sorry guys, hold on. I have to get my floor plans. There we go. I don't actually know if there was any critiques in the first episode, and I apologize, but these first couple we're going to record all together, and then any notes or any critiques we will take at a later date, and we will take them into account. Okay, having said all of that fun jazz, let us get back to what we were doing. We're just going to continue building up this top part of the... We're gonna deal with the overhang and the pillars afterwards, but we're gonna get the core portion of the building built first, and then we'll move from there. So okay. Okie dokie. So what do we have over here? We had those guys there. I actually wonder if this shouldn't be one more row over. Like, I'm wondering if it shouldn't be here instead, because now that I'm looking at my floor plans, I kind of think that this would be a better idea. So let's do that first. I'm gonna go all the way up. I was listening to the last episode actually, and I realized I'm like, wow, you can just hear all of my keyboard clicks and all my mouse clicks, and yeah, sorry about that. Hopefully the settings this time around are a little bit better. Just because I've jacked some of the settings down just sound-wise. I wanted to make sure you guys could hear me, but at the same time, I don't want you to be annoyed by the clicks in my mouse. It might be there, it may not be there. I'm not really sure. So anyways, let's build this like this, because then that way that gives us just a little bit more of a gap. That looks closer to what the floor plans are showing anyways. Just to, because we're gonna have to have a pillar. Obviously, there's gonna be a pillar, which I haven't decided yet if we're going to make these pillars 2 block or like 2 by 2, or if we're going to make them 1 high. I think because of the dimensions that we're going with on this, it might actually be 2 by 2, and I'll show you here what I'm talking about. We need the other quartz. Nope. Wow. Yeah, I cannot spell. There we go. I need this, because I think what we're going to ultimately end up doing, and here we'll do a sample here. So if we do that, and then we just go up like this for all of these. Oops. Obviously, it's not going to be here. This is just a sample. Just like that. So I think that'll be our pillar. I kind of like the 2, because otherwise it would end up being just like this. And for some reason, fly Jeff, just for some reason I don't know. Maybe the 1 is better. I guess we'll have to wait and see it in context just to know what it looks like. I'll leave those guys there for now. No, I'm not. These are horrible and they're in the way. Get away. Oh, how did I destroy that one random block in the middle? I am just more powerful, I guess. Okay, so we have the 3 here in the end, so we'll do that, and then we'll do, what is this? Is this 3 in the middle? We'll do 3 in the middle between each of these blocks. These guys look like they're pretty much even across the board. So that is our wall dividing. I'll do this first row here first. And then, okay. So now, did not want to destroy that. Let's just go all the way out here for a little bit. So, door. Oh, shoot, how am I going to do the door? The doors are actually wider than the windows are. The windows are 2, so the doors are going to be 4. Maybe we'll put a row of glass and 2 doors and a row of glass. Yeah, let's do that. I like that. So that's our door. So from what I was describing, and these are going to end up having to be. Oh, hey, keyboard. Oh, hey, keyboard. No, keyboard. What are you doing? Type. Why can't you? That's weird. So my A apparently does not work. That's okay. So anyways, can I type block? I can type blocks. Oh, or my C's don't work. A, B, oh, wow. Okay. Huh. That's gonna make this series really excellent. I'll have to figure out what's going on with that and buy a new one. Okay, anyways, so if we just do these, this is what I wanted to get. And we do on both sides like that, and then oh, my texture pack does not apparently have the doors textured. That's funky. Okay, guys, that was really weird. I do not know what was going on. I ended up having to, I don't know, exit out a couple times, and then I got everything working again. So anyways, let us continue to what we were doing. So we build the doors like that, and now according to the structure here, it actually looks like see, this is not going to be exact because we need to get a pillar, and this is where the one pillar actually comes in handy because of the way that we have structured this. I don't know where to come back. We're going to have to come back to the doors because I don't know exactly how we're going to achieve this look without it looking funky unless we do this because it's a. Yeah, because see, the problem is that and then, unless, can we, no, because that's going to be structured in a way where it's, nope, it's not going to look right, is it? Yeah, because you're always going to have that gap, and I don't like that. So, we do it like this, and then we just going to put that straight across there, and maybe we'll figure out another system for that. This actually does have, however, so we did, we did this way. No, not that. The stairs. There we go. This one going across. Because we need it to look similar to those. Because this front structure is a little bit, or for the door actually, it's a little bit different. I don't know why I destroy those because I need those to build you up like that. And then for this, we'll actually build on the back side. Come in like that, so that can fill in behind that, and then oh, you know what we'll do? We will do these just like that. There we go. Yeah, I know it looks a little goofy, but I'm trying to kind of mimic what's on the actual door for the floor plans, and this one does come all the way up to just about there. So now this would come all the way out to here. The window's going to end up being there. Yeah, the window's going to be like that. That's just going to be the 2-sided window again. So, okay, we can build you up all the way. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with the computer there. That was a little goofy. Never actually had that happen. It looked like every time I was hitting the A, it was actually just giving me a, like, select all command, which I don't know why it's doing that, but it was doing that. So, so here we go. So 2 up here, and then I'm gonna go 1 across there. Okay, so let's plop in our glass, just like this. I also realized I make a lot of weird noises when I talk to myself, so enjoy that. So okay, so there we go. So that's kind of our front door, and again, I might come back through and tweak this design a little bit so that way it doesn't stick out completely horrible like that, but or not stick out, but just kind of look odd. But that is pretty much the way that the floor plans have it. The floor plans have it be that there's a set of doors here. Now the doors go up a little higher, but there's a little bit of a gap in between here, and then we have our little stone arch that does actually meet up to this window. So that is our design. So there's actually, let's see, there's actually 4 in the middle there. There's only 3 there. Oh, this actually might be okay. Okay, so now down here, there is what? We have a 3-block gap. We have a 3-block gap. So let's just bring this out a little more. It's not going to need all that. So we have 1, 2, and then 3. And then we're going to do 1, 2 for the window. 1, 2. Oh, wow, like I meant to do it. So that is... that is wrong. No, that's right. That's 3. 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, and 2, and then that. Excellent. So then there's that. So what we're going to do is, where did that come across? That came across there. So we're just going to go up here like this. Nope. This one right here. There you go. So like this, and then one more higher like that. Excellent. Okay. So that's where the top of the window goes. We will just fill this in. I did, when I got the magic wand, the single player command or the world edit tool going on this, I did contemplate leaving it on and actually just using it to kind of save us some time on this. And I'm still up in the air as to whether or not I want to continue to use that tool or not, because it's just like, there's a part of me that kind of likes the idea of just building this all by hand. I got really, really efficient at it and really, I don't want to say lazy because that's the wrong term. I started relying way too heavily on the magic wand tool, and I feel like I kind of lost a lot of my design-ness, because that's a word. I'm a college student, former college student, but I felt like I just relied way too heavily on it, and I feel like I lost the craft part of my craft, and that's not entirely what I wanted to do. So I decided it's best just to leave it off for now, and maybe, like I said, as we go, I might reintroduce using it again, but we'll wait and see. So, okay, so there's that, and then this comes here, and then we just fill in you and you, right? Yes. And then we get our windows here. So we're almost done with this front part. Nope, not that. Okay. Yeah, so I noticed that when I actually originally created the world, it spawned a whole bunch of slime because we're so low on the map, because they always spawn so close to the ground. Because like I said, now this map is, yep, that's the end of the world. So let me just fill this back. Nope, let me just fill this back in. Oh, can I not grab you? Whoa. There we go. So I had to disable the slime mob. So, but there is still some creatures running around. Not creatures, just animals. But they won't get in our way. So, okay. So there is the front of our structure. Now, this is going to end up coming out with wherever we end up building the pillar. Let us fill in you. Okay. Let's just check. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh, yeah, it does work. Look at that. I could not remember what the command was for that. Okay, so real quick, do we have 3? We have 1, 2, 3. 3 is the end, and then the next block starts on the 4th one, correct? Correct. Okay. So we're going to come out here to, we only did 2, didn't we? Do, like that. Okay. So let's just figure out how to do this. And do. Click, 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 click. Yeah, that's really annoying, isn't it? Or watch, I'm making fun of it and saying how annoying it is, but you can't actually hear it this time. Probably should just move my microphone a little bit away, but we'll do that next time. Okay, so there's our little out, and then we are going to at least bring it out to here. Like this. This is where the magic wand tool comes in handy. But oh well. Nope. So yes, so this structure is gonna be kind of fun. There's not gonna be an inside because, like I said, I really think like at least the first machinima is going to be the scene when Marty shows up in 1955, so he never goes inside. But we get a nice shot of the clock tower working, and then he's in the middle here, and he goes over to Lou's, which will be over there, and all sorts of that stuff. So I think that'll be kind of a fun opening, and easy enough that we don't have to worry about doing the inside of the structure. The only time you actually move Piggy, move Piggy, move Piggy, move Piggy, move Piggy, move Piggy. The only time you actually see the inside of the structure is briefly at the end of I hope I said part 5, part 1. Pig, seriously, there's nowhere to go inside there. All right, you're just gonna get blocked in. You only see it briefly at the end of part 2 when Doc is running upstairs to reattach the wire before Marty took off again. There's a brief shot of the staircase, and that's the extent of that you see him. So the inside. So we're not going to bother building the inside. And if we really need that shot, then I will build just that little winding staircase up there. But for now, we should be okay. Okay, so all right, let's quickly build this side then. So we just came out, so it's what, 4, right? It's 4, 3, 4. Okay. So we got 11. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You need to listen to me count. This is just gonna show how smart I am. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna do that. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I can't add. That's my problem. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, that's great. Okay, so no, there we go. So then there's our 2. There. And then I believe this should be 4 again, right? Yeah, okay. All right, and I also don't need to do that. All right, so we have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, see, when I added, I forgot to add in the 2 windows because I'm a ding. I'm a dumbo. All right, so here we go. There's the windows, and there's the windows that go up this high. Okay. So, yeah, now the nice thing is the back side of the structure and this far side, again, looking kind of at the blueprints here, the sides of them kind of look like the side that we started doing on the other side of the building right before the end of the episode, the one that's over there, where it's just kind of a simple, straightforward concept and design. So it's not going to be too complicated. It's going to be just basically a lot of brick walls, and I'm probably just going to end up doing that off camera because that would just be stupid boring to watch, as if this isn't right now. But I'll do that off camera so that way by the next episode, because my guess is by the time I end this, we'll have this front corner done and that side done, and maybe we'll have the front pillars done in this episode, and then we'll move on from there to starting to actually lay out the rows and all the surrounding areas. So we will get there next. But yeah, I'll do that off camera because that's just, it's all that tedious stuff. Like, I want to try to do as much of this on camera as humanly possible, but again, I do understand there is kind of a point where it's just like, ugh, I don't want to watch this guy just keep clicking bricks and more bricks. You want to get to the whole meat and potatoes, and I completely missed a row. There we go. Plus stuff like this happens, which is just kind of annoying. So, all right. So there's the top. We're gonna do those. We're 2 down, right? Yeah, we are 2 down the entire way because that's all the way across. There we go. Wow, this side went a hell of a lot faster. I guess what happens when you actually you know what you're building. So we'll do that, and then we'll do that. Nope. There we go. Okay. And then also, yeah, the other thing that I was trying to think of, besides Lou's Diner, most of this is going to actually just be facades. I'm really only caring about what the camera will see. I want to build the entire structure. Like, I'm not going to go full backlot on this, where it's, half of it's just like a front. I don't want to do that. I actually do want to build an entire structure, roof and all, and then put as much detail as possible into it because, as I was saying before, like I love the idea that the whole point of this is supposed to be so we can recreate certain scenes from movies, but at the end of the day, I do want a fully developed town. Like, when this entire series is over with, I want a fully developed movie town with like the Bates Motel in one spot, and we want to do like an ocean so we can do Jaws, and we want to do like, so that'd be like a beachfront property, and we'll do like maybe bigger buildings if we want to do stuff like, I don't know, like King Kong. Granted, we can't have a giant ape in Minecraft, but well, maybe we can. No, so it's we do want a fully developed city so that eventually we could, in theory, drive anywhere we want in the city or fly anywhere we want in the city and not have to worry about showing the back part of like an unfinished building. So that's kind of the goal. All right, were these windows 4 tall? No, I forgot that layer. I was like, I don't remember them being 4. So we're just gonna do you and you. There we go. Not you. Across. There we go. Do. Okay. There we go. That side went a lot faster, and we'll put the crown molding on in a split second. Just gonna close up these gaps. There we go. Excellent. All right. This is coming together nicely. All right. So how did we? So that's just, and that's just a normal standalone slab, right? Yep. Okay. So helps if you have the right brick in hand. There we go. Just like this. Just like that. Oops, and I did not grab that brick. Yoink. So, and I realize this top one is actually supposed to be the white. So I will do that momentarily. There we go. And then I'll just get rid of you. Hit, and then just build you all in. There we go. Okay. Stop raining. I know I can disable the rain. I'll do that hopefully before the next episode. And here we'll just, I did not want to delete you. We'll cap you off. Even though you're not going to see it, I'll cap you off. So, okay. So then that wraps around like that. All right. So there is, let's come back here a bit. So there is, that's not that bad looking. All right. Let's do these real quick. Underneath here. Start working too fast and I start misclicking. And do you for the little decorative molding here. Just like that. And like that. And we'll do on this side too. Just like that. Okay, so there is, all right, so there is our clock tower. Looking good. I don't remember there ever being a pig in this movie, but yeah. All right, so the pig will just be wandering around. Okay, so now I'm looking at my floor plans here. It looks like it's okay. Let's just start building the we'll start building the pillars here. So it's actually in the middle. So yeah, you know what? I think my original plan of, so how far back are we? I think of doing 2 is still a good idea. So that 2. Now the only problem is that I wanted it to be 1 more out from there, didn't I? So we might actually have to push this staircase. Oh no. You know what? That actually, we might have to push the staircase out 1 more row. So okay. So if we do 2, and that is what here. Just like that. So that is where, we're gonna come out 1 more with this. Just because I don't like it being that. Plus this also pushes the staircase out a little bit further, which is okay with me. Like that. And then we'll just go all the way across like this. Do. Okay. Yeah, that's actually still a okay distance out. Okay, so that's that one. Now these, so we have 1 gap and then we have the 2 in the window. So that's our window, our gap. Boom, boom. Should I do that? Yeah, because then that'll be in the middle. And then, but see, the thing is, it looks like, how am I going to do this? It actually almost looks like this pillar. Yeah, because this has to be the edge. Because see, like how I got this coming out like here, like this. It almost feels like the pillar itself needs to be here instead. Because then there's like a decorative piece that comes out. Where's my slab? let's get the quartz slab here. There is a decorative piece that comes out. Doop. And we do that. Maybe come out like that. Yeah. And then the pillar is gonna ultimately be here. Which I'm actually going to, what else do we have for quartz? Wasn't there, yeah, the chiseled block of quartz. Let's use that. I'm trying to just give this base something else so it's not just, that might work, that may not. In the actual floor plans, it has a slight bevel at the base of there, but we could do the bevel. But the bevel, actually we can't do the bevel because I need it to be in the middle. This would have to be a 3x3 square that would then have, that would then have like this going all the way around it. And then in the middle would basically be that, which then the structure becomes just, it's huge. It's way too big. It's actually out of scale at that point. So I think we are going to just do our best with this and just have this be the substitute of the actual kind of chiseled bottom or angled in bottom. So that is where the pillars are going to go. And they're going to be kind of big pillars, but whatever's. So then these are actually going to go all the way. Okay. So what? You are going to turn here. And we'll go to here is my guess. Let's see how well I can guess that out. Oops, go down. We're just gonna go all the way up. For a second there, I thought I hit the limit again. I'm like, what? No, come on, I tested this. Yeah, that was just my own stupidity. Oh, I need to go one more. So close. So close. So we need to have you come here because this design wraps around the outside of the pillar like that. See, and this is what I wanted. I wanted to make sure there was this gap because, again, looking at the floor plans, there is a gap. The pillar does not butt up straight against the outside of that building. So that will give us our nice gap. Actually, that's not bad. That is not bad at all. This looks a hell of a lot better than the first time around. First time around, like I said, the first time around was good. It wasn't bad. It just wasn't it wasn't up to my own design snuff. That doesn't sound right. It wasn't up to my own design standards. That is the word I was actually looking for. So here, let me take a look at something. Hold on a second, kiddos. Okay. Okay. So sorry, I just had to check to see how much time we were talking about. We got about 10 minutes or so until we got to wrap up this episode. And then we will be continuing on next time with more of this. So I can actually, what I'll do is I'll make it stop raining first. And then we'll finish up this portion. Did I put that in the wrong spot? Yes, I did. It's got to be one more gap there. So I do know this. Yeah, I'm an idiot. This does break. I was trying to make this be even on both sides, but that if I do that, then this will just be, I don't like this being right on the edge of that. I'd rather have it be kind of overhanging it. Because the other thing is that I've realized with a lot of these designing is that you don't actually want to just put things perfectly flush with each other and perfectly square. It goes back to like why we're doing this and not just putting, a white brick there, or why we're trying to put like the baseboard down there. Baseboard, we'll call it baseboard. That's not the term for the outside of a building. But the why you do that, and you don't want to just put the brick on brick, because if you can break up the textures so that way the textures aren't butting up against one another, it actually looks more interesting. It looks a little more realistic, if you will. I might also just finish this side up here. So we try to break them up as much as possible in your design, so that way it just it gives your structure depth. It gives your there's more detail to it, because it's not just butt up against there. It's not just a perfect row. There's overlaps, all sorts of fun stuff like that. So okay, so we got 2 more of these. We'll hurry up and do these really quick. If I can keep the block in place, there we go. Go, and one more. There we go. And back up. Yeah, again, this is exactly where that tool will come in handy, and I might have to just make an exception and use that the next time around. So, oh, come on, there we go. On builds like this, where it's really, and the truth is, once we actually get out here to the city, the streets could probably use it, and maybe I'll do some of the street work off camera. But for the individual buildings, the buildings themselves are so different, and they're so tiny that the magic wand tool wouldn't really come in handy. You'd end up having to build them all individually anyways. Structures like this, the big, huge building structures where it's kind of the same stuff over and over and over again, it could come in handy to actually have that tool. But so, okay, let's see what we got here. We've got, okay, so I wonder if we shouldn't, no, because you know what? That's okay. What I am going to do, however, is just interior detail. I'm going to do that. Just so when you're inside here, it actually has something of a, like a cap, like a top cap there. So I don't care if these are not facing the correct direction, even though apparently, speak of the devil, I got wrong. Well, there we go. We'll just do this like so. Wrap you all the way around. And this, again, this just prevents it from having, just butting up against the brick roof that's going to be in here, because this is not a hollowed out roof. This is a solid, it'll be a solid structure up there, because that's where the inner workings, working mechanisms of the clock are. And again, I want to be able to sit here and look up at Doc and have that little bit of detail up there. So, okay, so that's almost, we're almost there. We're almost there with the front of this. Let's finish you up back here. And yeah, they come right down to the stairs like that. So, oops, we're just gonna fill you in. What did I do? We did this, you like that, and we did another row out like that. Excellent. So there we go. So there is everything except for the actual clock of the clock tower. Let's take care of that. Now the inside of this, I believe we're going to do, I think I'm going to do white. I don't think I'm actually going to do brick on the inside, because normally they would not have laid brick coming out. This part of the floor plans I am literally just making up as we go, because I do not have I probably could grab a screenshot from the movie, but this is just going to be my own little touch on the movie here, or on the set. Which we will do from time to time. I'm going to try to make these things as accurate as humanly possible in Minecraft and to scale, but if there's little things that is like, well, I think this works better, or the movie actually contradicts it, or I know in my head that we're going to need it to do this, I'm going to go that route. There we go. So it's all white inside, because they normally would have done like plaster in here. They would not have done brick if this was an actual like real life structure. So, oh, I'm stuck. So there we go. There we go. So that's the start of that. Let's get you coming across here. We're actually going to fill in, yes, because there is going to be a row of white coming here before we start the brick pattern, because this middle part's going to be brick, and then we're going to have our roof going up over top of it, which that roof, that's going to be, that's going to be fun. I don't know how we're going to do the roof yet. So there is, oops. And this is pre-Doc destroying the ledge here, so otherwise these two would be missing, and they'd be like that. And again, yes, I'm well aware. Actually, whoops, I don't know why I did that. That's right, those are stairs. Oh no, oh no, no, no. There we go. There we go. Technically, this should probably be like up here, because it is a larger structure. I wonder if we should do that anyways. Let's just see how this looks real quick. I know we probably could get away with it being that tiny of a detail, or that tiny of a detail. That's the correct term. But I think I want this, or we do a stair, because that would actually give it a little bit more detail. Do we do a stair? Upside down stair. Again, this is a change from where we were at for the last episode. That might actually be more interesting, because then there's a touch more detail there. It's not just a half slab against that, because we actually have like a nice little upside down stair type look. Yes, I know, okay, I do know it looks like we're repeating that same structure twice, but that is actually what the floor plans look like, so that is what we're going to do. We're going to do this instead. Sorry, guys, that is a change to what I intended on doing, but thinking about the way that the set is structured for the movie, and if we ever needed to, if we were going to film the scene with the, time travel, and Marty actually goes back in time, we want to make sure that we can destroy this ledge correctly and still have it be something that Doc could be hanging off of. So this just becomes a little bit taller, and then we'll start the bricks, and that's probably better anyways. This is a little taller because then our roof will fit better when we get around to designing the roof, which maybe this whole top part will be the next episode. Actually, we're getting close to the end of this episode, so I think we will do that. So let me just finish up this, and we will spend the next episode working on the actual peak of the front of the clock tower. I will finish off the rest of this building off camera, so again, you guys don't have to watch that, and we will start worrying about the actual clock portion next episode, and then we might be done with the core tower and we can start working on the rest of the building. Yes, I do like that. That looks, see, and that's the level of detail that I'm talking about, because from down here we could have just done this as a 2-block tall, none of the stairs, nothing else on it, and it would have looked okay, but it would have been missing something. This is the level of detail, because you would have actually, they have like an upside down kind of crown molding here, and then they have a flat part, and then they have another upside down crown molding up here that actually leads up to the roof part, and then this is where the clock tower is. This is all flat. This is the roof of the building, so like the roof would be like there or whatever. So that's the flat structure. So that's the top part of that. We just need to build that. But yeah, there we go. I'm liking this. It's looking pretty snazzy. Excellent. All right, guys. Well, with that, that's the end of this episode. I will see you guys next time. Like I said, I will build the rest of the walls off camera, and then we'll start in on that top part of the clock tower next time. So, all right. Catch you guys later.